Bullshit. Hello. Hi. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust the gain a little bit. And, there we go. Okay. Christ. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit flustered. No reason why. I just am. I feel like I usually am. Like, it doesn't matter. Hold on. There we are. It doesn't matter how prepared I think I am. I'm never as prepared as I want to be. One of those sorts of things. Hello, everybody. Hi. Let me grab my apron from inside the drawer there. I hope everyone's doing well. I am here a little. I know I'm flustered. It's because I was reading. Sometimes you ever get into like I don't know. There's a certain type of story that always fucking makes me like a little bit and like even though I really like it, it makes me feel almost thirsty and not in like the horny way, just like really thirsty. Hold on, wait. You bring the corsets, we'll bring the cinches. No one wants a waist over 9 inches. I physically cannot do that. All right, that's fine. Whew, there we go. I like my Dunkin' apron, and I always have. I don't own another apron. I just own this one from when I worked at Dunkin'. That's all I own. It's weird being able to actually hear the lo-fi for once. Like I can't usually hear it. Because usually I have it stuck over there and just kind of turned down as much as it can be. I'm also immediately out of water. Great! I fucking love that. Anyway, today we'll be making Sith cookies. I got this for Christmas from my mom. It's a Star Wars baking cookbook. Got your little TIE Fighter cookies on the front. So this is what I wanted to do. Hold on, I immediately lost where I was. Sith cookies. And we'll be making these. They're Sith cookies. Yeah, Christ. Look at all that. They're Sith cookies. They kind of look burnt, but they're not. That's just cocoa powder. They're supposed to kind of look like that, I swear. And they're also something I already had all of the, ingredients for just lying around. Even the red food coloring, because I have that because I make red velvet cookies a lot. And these are red velvet cookies. They just, usually I make them with chocolate chips and they don't usually look like that. So we're gonna see how far that goes. And because these need 2 hours to firm up, at least, we are also going to be making some bolognese. And I forgot, fucking god damn it, I forgot bread. Hold on. I'm so ridiculous. Could you, I need to text Sean. Could you pick up some, I mean, worst comes to worst. Actually, I'll just fucking pick it up tomorrow. I'll pick up the bread tomorrow. I'll put the bolognese. I hate the color of this lighting. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Jesus Christ on a stick. That's better. It's a little bit darker, but I do personally like it better. That's very dark. But I do personally like the temperature better. Here, hold on. I'm playing with lighting now. That doesn't do much. You know what? You can see me. You can see what I'm doing. You don't need to see anything else. If it's a little bit dark and heavy-handed, that's just how I roll. Sorry. I kind of wish I was like had a Star Wars theme going in the back, but because of copyright, I can't. So fuck me, I guess. Yikes. Anyway, this lo-fi is gonna get pretty annoying pretty quickly, and I'll probably end up turning it off. Okay. Flour, cocoa powder, and baking powder, baking soda, and salt go first. In a mixing bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna need my bowls from up there. I never get stuff down first. I know I should just get everything out first, but you know what? I never do that. It also says I'm supposed to. Here, you get a nice ass shot. It also says I'm supposed to. I'm gonna get these down. It also. Ah! Let me almost fall over. That's great. That's a good idea, Ren. Fucking idiot. It also said. What the fuck was I about to do? Say. Hold on. I'm losing my fucking mind, apparently. Apparently my mind, she's just gone. She's just off on a fucking... Yeet! She's off on her own fucking shit. Alright. Bowl. I need flour. You moved my flour up here. Recently. That tea bag can come out now. Tea is gonna go on top of there. I'm probably going to forget it in the next 5 minutes. What are you gonna do? Alright. Flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Hey Badger, how you doing? Thank you for the host, my friend. Baking powder, baking soda. God, I hope I have enough cocoa powder for this. I should have enough cocoa powder for this. Sith cookies. Yes, we're making Sith cookies. Supposedly they will look like this at the end. Feeling the amount of cocoa powder I thought I had, I'm hoping we have enough. I can get more water soon. Paddle attachments. Okay, so we're gonna take this one step at a time because I know for a fact if I let myself do anything, food, God, went for what's basically all you can eat. My belly is so full and big. I wish my belly was full and big. Alright. Whip butter and granulated sugar until pale. Nope. Whisk together flour, tablespoon of cocoa powder, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Okay. So I need 3 cups of flour. Which I'm pretty sure I have more up there. You wish to have a big belly? I wish I have a full belly. As for big, depends on what era we're talking about. Are we talking about pre or post T-Ren? All my stuff is all the way in here. What did I say though? What did I say about... Goodbye, camera. What did we say about the self-deprecating comments? No fishing. Okay. I'm gonna need to like move this somewhere. Oh, God, fuck. I need one of those like my mom has like a recipe holder that like holds the book open. I wish I had one of those right about now. Okay. 3 cups of flour. Christ. And of course, I'm immediately back. Every time I think I can put the fucking stool away, it's like, no! Fuck you, Ren. Oh God, am I gonna be able to reach that? There we go. I got it. I got the flour. And y'all got another ass shot. Ay. Christ alive, man. I'm just doing my best out here, truly. best. I really am. All right. The 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Christ. All right. Tablespoon? I always get fucking tablespoon and teaspoon mixed up. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about fucking Sherrick for some reason, which is, for those of you who don't know, the ship of Charles and Eric, as in X-Men. Usually to do with the movies, there aren't as many that actually focus on them in the comics, mostly because more teenagers have seen the movies. That's what I give a shit about. I don't give a shit. The relationship in the comics is really old. Baking powder is 2 teaspoons. Ow. Been ticking a lot more lately. I hate when that happens. Like, it just creeps up on you. And you're just like, ow. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So, like, now my neck hurts. Something about something just happened with a texture, like, there it is, I'm not even touching anything with my hands right now. Why is my body having a reaction to the texture of something I'm not touching? Okay. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. That's not a lot of baking soda. Are we sure about that? Are you absolutely sure what direction we're going? My mom would have a baking soda for cooking and a baking soda for, I say would as though she's dead. She's not. She's arrived. She's very much alive. But my mom has like a baking soda for cooking and a baking soda for cleaning. I think I only have the one. I don't know why I brought this up. I just thought about it. How much salt? 3/4 teaspoon of salt. You all have enough salt for all of us, am I right? Lesbians? I don't have that many lesbians hanging out. But shout out to lesbians, I guess? I dropped it. There's salt on my floor now. That's fine. Everything else in this house is salty as shit. I cannot believe that this was like a thing. Like a valuable resource once upon a time. I mean, it's a valuable resource now, but like just the idea of like salt being so unobtainable is so fucking weird to me. Because salt is huge quantities now. Like this thing is huge. And I've had it since sophomore year. Why am I calling it like I'm British? Like I'm English, love. I realize I'm not whisking very much. You're supposed to be whisking, Ren. You whisk it. Powder! Hard cocaine! No. Alright, put this aside. Next! Yikes. Paddle attachment! Look at this! Do you know how excited I am to have this fucking KitchenAid? It's my roommate's, but I missed the KitchenAid so much. I missed her. I missed the loving warmth of her glow and of her noise that I'm going to have to talk over for the next, like, hour. I missed you so much. Oh! Ah, fuck. There we go. Oh, fuck. It's fucking, whoa! Where's the lamb sauce? Hey, Banana, how you doing? This needs to be rinsed out. I will say one thing I don't like about KitchenAids is because you store them on your counter, they always need to be rinsed out. Like, every time. I've never gone to a KitchenAid bowl and have it be clean when I get there. Or fully clean, I guess. Hi, How you doing, Banana? Hope it's well. I'm certainly alive. Whip butter and granulated sugar until pale and fluffy. So that is 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter. And wow, that's a lot of sugar. That is a lot of sugar. Okay, well then. Personally, why am I yelling? What did I go over there to do? Butter. It's behind me. Knife. Great, good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I exist. 4 tablespoons is 1/4 cup. And I need 3/4 of a cup, so that's one whole stick. That's 1 stick. Then, I didn't soften this butter. I didn't soften the butter properly. I didn't soften the butter, you say. I hate myself, actually. Somebody stop me. I beg of thee. Back. I'm so upset I forgot the fucking panini. Like, I put all that thing into making the fucking bolognese sauce and I forgot the goddamn panini. Imagine being born easy tax drain. What? Make it make sense, please. Personally, 2 people in the 90s decided to fuck, and now I live. That's what you said. Imagine being born easy tax drain. What does that mean? What does it mean? What are you talking about? I'm just trying to get on with my fucking life. With my shit ton of sugar. Like, are you fucking, like, a cup, 1 1/3 cup. So that's 4 of these. So that's 1. 2. Fuck. 3. 4. That's so much sugar. That is immediately so much. Look at that. Look how much sugar is in there. That's so much fucking sugar. Oh my god. I'm gonna hate myself for eating these for a while. These better turn out to be good. Or I will be very upset. So, whip it. I will say the one nice thing about this, I don't have to worry about it for a minute. I'm just gonna let it go while I move on to the next thing. Mix in the eggs 1 at a time. Okay, so now I wait. I finished my quest on Skyrim once again and tried to put different armor on the mannequins, but I consistently have the glitch where the armor duplicates and it merges with the new armor I put on it, so it looks worse. That's kind of objectively hilarious, actually. Like, that's just funny. That's just objectively flour. Great, love that. Thank you, my ADHD brain, for deciding ticking is a prop. Oh, there's flour on the floor now. That's what I needed in my life. It's flour all over me and all over the floor. I'm covered in it. I'm just trying to do my best out here. I'm doing my best to make this house a... I work hard to make this house a home. Flour on the ground. It's a good glitch if you need gold, because every time you go out back into the house, it's duplicated, but it's annoying. It's annoying if you want the aesthetic. I understand that. There's gonna be a lot of ticking today, apparently. I'm sorry. I should get like a... Oh, I forgot to turn on my closed captions. Sorry, everybody, for the ticking. It's gonna happen a lot today. I'm sure you've all seen it before. Or maybe not, but I feel like I've been doing it for like a year. For those of you who don't know, sometimes ADHD, sometimes will make you, like, tick. And it's not consistent enough to be Tourette's, but it's like, sometimes it's just a symptom of body, of an overstimulated body that doesn't like being overstimulated. And that's me, all the time. Ticking, yes. Like, ticking is in the same sort of thing as Tourette's. I have a lot of tics. Tics. No, not tics. T-I-C-S. Fuck you, egg! What the fuck am I doing here? I don't even know. Make as in egg, blending until combined for each edition. Okay, so I'm just gonna... There's one. Yeet! You tick? Do you have ticks as well? It's been happening a lot more the last week. I don't know why. Sometimes it just kind of pops up out of nowhere. Like, I don't think it's because I'm stressed. Although sometimes it might be a leftover from the Christmas season. Because sometimes your body, I've had multiple therapists explain this to me. Sometimes your body will hold on to the stress until later. Until you're finally in a place where you can feel it. Until you're finally in a place where you can feel it, and not be in danger, quote unquote. And so your body will just randomly start ticking later. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's my body being stressed from before the new year. Because family is always stressful even when you have a good relationship with them. Now I'm not going to comment on my relationship with my family. But even at the best of times, family is stressful. So you gotta kinda, you know, exist. Alright, that's fully blended. So, mix in milk, vanilla, lemon juice, and red food coloring. Oh, a tablespoon of whole milk. I don't have whole milk, so I'm gonna use, skim, which also should help with the sheer amount of delicacy in this thing. I do my nose and eyebrows, but not a lot. My tics mostly kind of exist in, like, what I was doing. I'm thinking about it now. Full tablespoon of chocolate milk. Chalky milk? But it's mostly, it used to be a lot of different things, but now it's mostly tampered down into one consistent, I'm thinking about it. Sorry. Now that I'm talking about it, so I'm thinking about it. Milk. I do love some milk. Do you want some milk, my friend? 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Well, I don't have actual vanilla extract, so I use imitation. Because actual vanilla extract is fucking expensive. 1.5, they said. Yeah, so that's 3 halves. I'm just gonna beep, 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 beep. 1, 2, 3. There's a 3. It's a 3, Mario. The fuck, Ren? Shut the fuck up. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, which is I can push this away at the same time. God damn. I hope I have 2 teaspoons. I went to the store thinking, I've got everything. I might not. But that's probably fine. Lemon juice isn't my favorite thing, so there's not as much in it as I thought. Probably doesn't help that I'm, like, getting it all over the place. You know what I mean? And the food coloring. Which is a whole bottle, apparently. 1 1-ounce bottle of food coloring. I mean, I stress a lot as well, but can fall asleep very well and other mental issues, but not everyone's a full 100%. No one ever is. I know I'm not. How many ounces is this? This is a fluid ounce. Okay, well, I don't have a full fluid ounce of that because I used some of it, but I guess we're just gonna, the whole thing goes in there. That's a lot of food coloring. That's a whole fuck ton of food coloring. And then that gets mixed in. Oh my god, that's red. It's so red. Hold on, I need a paddle to fucking put. Ayo, rear head view. Yeah, sorry about that. Because this thing is behind me, I'm gonna try and like kind of cheat out, but a little bit of it's going to be me kind of like turning a little bit to actually get this. And I will try to cheat out as much as I can. Let me get this stuff off of here. Like, I'm trying to cheat out as much as I can, but there's only so much I can do. Holy shit, that's red. That is the reddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Let that mix. Oh, I've got to show you guys that once it mixes in. That's insane! That's so much fucking red! Like, hold on. I gotta show you guys this. Hold up. Just gotta pull this forward. Let it drop off. You guys can kind of see how red it is on the fucking thing already, but I don't want to... I can't really show you because I don't want it dripping all in. But I'll show you at the end. This is just... It's very red. It's like fire truck red over here. As someone who's dad played Final Fantasy VII, did you play any of the older Final Fantasy game? It says 1 through 9. Did you put a hamster in there? Yeah, I put a small hamster in here to let it die and then blended it. Okay, it's kind of stopped dripping now. That is, it looks orange on camera, I'm realizing, but that is blood red in person. It looks orange on camera, I'm so sorry, but in person this is blood red. Which I guess makes sense because they're literally Sith cookies. Like, they're literally supposed to look like a Sith made them, but still. As for the Final Fantasy games, hold on, let me read what I'm doing here. Okay. As for the Final Fantasy games, I played a little bit of 7 and a little bit of our Final Fantasy 3, which is actually Final Fantasy 6. Which is actually Final Fantasy 6, but otherwise I haven't actually played a lot of the older ones. My dad's played them all, but I haven't played a lot of the older ones. And in fact, I think the only Final Fantasy games I've only ever played the first couple missions on any one. So, you know, I'm just past my dad having beefed it in Final Fantasy 15, and that's where I've been for like 3 years. Final Fantasy 3, I got to the point after I saved that girl and her dad in the beginning, playing it on DSi thing. And then Final Fantasy 7, I played until right after the first mission, usually. Like, we get to, after the first mission, we get back to Tifa, and I usually can't play it after that. In Final Fantasy 14, I played for a little bit. I do not remember where I was, though, because it was years ago. Do you find the ATB system bad? Do you mean, time-based combat? I think time-based combat has its perks. I think I personally have a preference for real-time combat, but I don't think one is better or the other, objectively. A streamer I follow who is also a Zoom aged 1 to 9 ATB is dumb because they played the Final Fantasy X first, which is 100% turn-based. ATB. Here's the thing. I'm okay with it. Oh, this is actually really cool looking. I am okay with it, actually. I think it's something that has a bit of a learning curve if you're not used to it. Personally, because I think I'm so used to real-time combat that turn-based is a little bit different. But I think it's kind of more, it feels to me like playing Dungeons and Dragons or like placing anything else. And I think because I have the experience with, it feels like playing a board game. Like, you have to wait your turn to play a board game, too. So, like, it's a pretty... Games having turns is not, like, out of the blue. Calling it bad would be dumb. I think they have their perks. I think turn-based is really good for, if you like strategic combat, if you like things that kind of, like, allow you to kind of take your time, if you are sitting here looking for something that is more mind-melding than something that is, like, anything like something else. But I think also real-time combat, which is how I kind of describe it, I guess, because that's just the terms we used in school, has its own... You know, it has flaws. It's like, if you want to think about real-time combat, you have to pause, and it's annoying. And I think the mix of the two is often done... There's often sometimes a mix of the two, and I find that... I often find when you mix the two kind of boring. Like, Dragon Age Inquisition had a system that was, like, half turn-based and half, real-time. So did Knights of the Old Republic, where everything is based off a dice roll. I think everything has its own, you know, flaws and things, and I think a lot of times when people try to mix them, they don't work well, but I think when they're purely on their own, they're probably fine. I prefer real-time combat, but that's mostly a bias of the fact that I have spent so much of my life playing in real-time combat. It's just so used to me. My dad, I think, my dad also prefers real-time combat, actually, but he has a soft spot for that sort of thing, for the turn-based, because he grew up with it. Turn-based real-time. I mean, it's an RPG. Makes think making IoT 100% turn-based turns to Pokemon. I mean, it's an RPG. Modern games are more so an ARPG, action, which like a both combat system. Like, you can play Knights of the Republic, pause, action. It will be boring. Turn-based real-time. Oh. Maybe I'm just stupid then. Turn-based real-time. Yeah, I guess I misunderstood your question then. I guess I also don't like turn-based real-time. That is something that I always saw a flaw in the older games with. Like, I personally don't like it. I'm sure it has its perks. I haven't spent enough time with it. But personally, I never liked turn-based ATB because I just... What are the other, man? Because I just don't like the idea that I'm being allowed to, like, think about my things, but I also have to wait my turn. Like, I have to wait my turn, which makes me think that I have to think about things. But at the same time, they're hitting me. Because I'm taking too long. If you want me to take a turn, let me take a turn. Fuck. I think I prefer either go full on turn-based or full on real time. Don't fuck with me. I guess, but that just might be a generational thing. I think maybe because, but also I think a lot of like older video games, people my age sometimes have an opinion on it that is different. For instance, I think it's completely based off of how old I am and what I had for a system. The fact that I hate the N64, like I just hate it. I think objectively it's not the worst system ever made, but it's objectively not up to Nintendo standards. And I think it falls more into the vein of systems like the Virtual Boy and the Wii U more than it falls in, which is like experimental Nintendo with that was basically didn't work out as well, versus something like the NES or the Wii, which is an experiment that worked really well. In turns, an ATB gauge tracks when party members are going to act. When this gauge is full, members perform an action. In some games, some actions have an additional wait time. After the action is executed, ATB gauge Speech artist is sweet to say the character and the battle speed should be just in config. Kind of like if every mood had initiative. Oh god, I hate that. Okay, I don't think it's dumb. And I do understand why that would be. And I do see how that works. But in my head, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, at all. That's just too much. I think my original point stands. Pick a fucking lane. I don't like that sort of thing. Because that's also what happens in Knights of the Republic. And Morrowind. A little bit. Although Morrowind's more on the real-time stage. It's just, I don't like it. It just kind of makes me feel... like... that's a little much, but it tastes pretty good. Personally, I'm not a fan. I kind of like a one or the other sort of approach. I don't have plastic wrap, but I do have aluminum foil. That reminds me of Raid Shadow Legends. So your physical damage characters might move faster than your magic users. Once again, boring! I think I might agree with them. I don't think it's dumb. I think that might be a bit far. Hold on, I gotta put this in the fridge. I think dumb might be a bit far. But also not technically incorrect. You know what I mean? Like, could probably help with strategy. It's not, I don't feel like not liking it as much is entirely about strategy. Hold on, the music died. I don't think it's entirely to do with not liking strategy or not understanding the strategy. I think it's more to do with the fact that I don't like being interrupted while I'm thinking if I've been told I'm allowed to think. Real time, I don't see as, like, thinking, which is also why I'm pretty bad at, like, Souls games, I guess. I don't like being asked to think when things are going quickly. Like, if something is happening quickly, I don't want to I want to be able to turn my brain off and just react by instinct. If something is happening slowly, I want to be able, and I'm being asked to strategize, I want to be able to take my time and think about what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Don't ask me to fucking strategize if you're going to be hitting me. And I think that's as much a problem with some modern games as with anything else. I don't think it's as bad as systems like Dragon Age Inquisition, which in Knights of the Republic even, which allow you to pause to think, but that makes it just entirely boring, because then you have to sit and watch, which I guess is the thing with real time too. I don't know. I don't have a fucking answer! Because then you get more used to it. It works better if you play with the older games first. You get more used to it with less speed. I've actually been... Why does the music keep stopping? Interesting. Very interesting. I've been playing it since 2016. It has a lot of original Final Fantasy characters. This combat system is unique in some way. You have to chain attacks to maximize your damage. That's the game that had Ariana Grande. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Ariana. We don't talk about Ariana. Oh, here comes an ad. Except I have ad blocker on. Heh heh. Okay, so now I need, where'd my phone go? I need to find my phone so I can do the bolognese. Fuck dishes. Dishes are for poor people. I hate how that's how the first people think come with such an amazing game. That's fair, I feel like. Like, I think that might be fair. I don't want to make bolognese. 1 cup cocoa powder, shallow dish. Place the 1 cup cocoa powder in a shallow dish. Okay. So I'm actually gonna shove that into the freezer to supersize it. I think that today is gonna be a short stream. I don't have the energy today to really freezer. I don't have the energy to fucking make bolognese right now. We're not making bolognese. Fuck that. Let me get my chair. Hello. Bitch, 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 bitch. I'm getting stuff all over the place. I don't have the energy for it. I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, I think part of the reason I've been taking so much is that I'm just vaguely exhausted lately. You know what I mean? Gaming chair in the kitchen. This is what I call poggers. I was only doing a baking stream today because I have my, I was supposed to have my stool by now that would actually go in here so I wouldn't have a gaming chair in a fucking kitchen. But it didn't come in time, so... But it didn't come, it got delayed. Hold on, I need to find my phone. It didn't come, it didn't finish. It's always upsetting when your partner doesn't finish. It's sad. God damn it, I've lost my phone. Again. Shit. Fuck shit, and also balls. It's behind here. When does it ever? Yo, emphasize it didn't come. Thank you. It didn't come. I think today's gonna be a shorter stream. As I'm sitting here, I'm realizing I don't have a lot of energy lately. I think that might be more to do. Sorry, I'm going to change this title a little bit. Uptime. It's only been 44 minutes so far, so I'm just gonna wait for that to do thing. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk. For a little while, and yeah, that'll be it. It'll be a shorter stream, not the whole 3 hours. This time. I just don't have the fucking energy. Stay away from me! Like I know what that means, dude. Also, you guys are like all the way over there, so if it takes me a second to read you, that's why. No worries. Thank you, I appreciate it. Sunday should be longer. Sunday should be the 3 hours again. I keep being like, oh, I'll take time to rest and then not resting. For instance, tomorrow I actually am doing what I did 2 Fridays ago, which is archery, violin, D&D, because I'm DMing right now. I was actually making my campaign today. Or for session 2, because I'm DMing for the first time in a while, and I forgot how much DMing I forgot. My DMing style is kind of like quick, basic note points, and then there's fucking. Sorry, there was dough on the goddamn thing. Oh my god! So yesterday, think about it, how many players are there? 5? No, there's 5. Greg, Maya, Addie, Vaughn. 4. Because there's 5 of us. So there's 5 of us, so 4 other than me. Each of whom has their own character. It's actually a Supernatural-based campaign. Like, based off the show Supernatural, but only based off of the world building. Because fuck those showrunners. I don't give a shit about Dean and Sam anymore. Shout out to the kitchen for being used. Thank you, kitchen. I appreciate you. I'm gonna bring some of these cookies to work tomorrow, I think. Greg, Maya, Addie, I hear chaos. Greg, Maya, Addie, Vaughn. Yeah, that's our usual D&D group. It's how it usually goes. A lot of times, it's just us yelling for the first 20 minutes at each other about random things that have happened in our lives. And then from there on, I think I'm gonna make a bolognese tomorrow. Yeah, because I also forgot the bread for the bolognese. When I was living in Paris, this is why I put the ADHD tag in. hole-in-the-wall food place. There were a couple of them, but this one was, like, really hole-in-the-wall because it was literally a hole in a wall. It was kind of like a New York streetcar, but, like, in a wall. And it was in the corner next to a McDonald's little street vendor. And she made paninis, and they were always just so good. Every time I would go by there, I would get a bolognese panini and a Coke. And that was my lunch for a lot of that time. Because it was €2 for like a whole fucking baguette sandwich, like a whole half baguette, like this big, plus a Coke was €2. And that would cost you like a fuck ton here in New York. It was just so cheap. You lived in Paris? What the fuck? Yeah, I lived in Paris for a semester. I did a semester in Paris when I was in my sophomore year. So spring of my sophomore year, back in 2019, before the pandemic. And I'm glad I did it my sophomore year instead of my junior year, because I wouldn't have been able to do it my junior year. My poor sister got cut off from going where she was gonna go. But yeah, I lived in Paris. I, not fluent French, but I do speak I speak French pretty advanced. I'm a bit out of practice right now, mais c'était une petite chose parce que c'était yes, smart people schools to go to foreign countries. Yeah. NYU had a whole little setup there, and I also got to go to the Sorbonne for fake ass Canadian. Fuck you. I also got to do a class at the Sorbonne, which is one of the oldest universities in the world. Very, not prestigious there, but prestigious to me. It's very funny. I went there and I studied American politics in France. Because that was the only class they had in English. Because I couldn't afford, to do the other one. That was the one I could do. Which got me out of that art history course that sucked. There was an art history course I had signed up for to begin with, and I hated it. I hated it a lot. Within the first day, I was like, I don't want to be here. So I switched it out for that class, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a good time. I remember it's very, very good. It was right next to the Cluny as well, so I would pop into a museum every once in a while, and there was like this little park that was part of the Cluny that was just like old benches from like 1200, like Roman benches that had been there forever, literally forever. And there was the arena that was left over from when the Romans had where Paris is now. So it was like a Roman arena there that we would go when we would play. I always forget what it's called. Hold on, let me look it up. I need to look it up. Sorry, I've been reading a lot of fucking goddamn shit. French game with metal balls. Boule! It was Boule! I fucking loved Boule! I would kick your ass at Boule! Boule is a game where there's a you make a circle over in the grass somewhere, and you have to get your ball. No. You have to get your ball in the circle, and you have to knock other people's balls out of the way. And I was really good at it. I have a lot of pictures of me and my friends there. My whole French class would go. It was great. I had a lot of fun while I was there. I went traveling a lot. I saw London, Venice, Rome, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Dublin. As well as in France, Paris, and Mont Saint-Michel, and a couple other cities that were between Paris and Mont Saint-Michel, as well as a couple of chateaus that I would pop over to on my weekends. I did a bunch of tourist shit in Paris. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I lived out by myself in a foreign country for 4 months, and as lonely as it was, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I actually think I prefer traveling alone more than anything else. Like, sometimes it gets lonely because you don't have anyone to share your thoughts with, but, you know, it was just really nice to be able to do what I wanted to do, and it was my schedule, and I didn't have to think about anyone else. It was just me and what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to explore, and I met a lot of people that way. I met a fucking son and his mom on Arthur's seat Edinburgh, climbing up that fucking giant ass hill, with my fucking tote bag, up basically the 100 steps of High Hrothgar, and fucking getting to the top, and this mother who had seen me on the way up was like, I didn't know if you would make it. And I'm like, yeah, of course I made it. And it turns out she was from my hometown. I went across an ocean and met a mother and son from my hometown. And then I met another family couple from, an older couple from Boston in a pub later that day. It was fun. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired after a long day of school and a test. I'll see you another day. Bye, Badger! Hope you have a nice sleep. Hello, Ren. It's me, Bellathor from the General Goods Store. I need you to stop doing whatever you're doing. Go get me more sisters that I can sell. Are you gonna send me the same 3 fucking quotes every 10 minutes, Banana? Get it the fuck together. How about that? I'm gonna preheat this oven now. I realize I haven't preheated it yet. It's kind of like... I don't know, it was a lot of fun. I miss it. I miss traveling. I'm very excited to be traveling again. My family and I are going to Disney World at some point this year, which I'm very excited about. I haven't been on a plane in a long time. It's gonna be entertaining. I hope there's no maskless idiots. That's the best I can say for that. Other than that, I'm going to see MCR this year. I'm going to do whatever I do with my mom, which will be more of a weekend thing. I talked to Klimek yesterday because you didn't carry the dried foods towards the mountain hobos. Well, the mountain hobos can suck my dick! But not as much as the fucking, blades that can. Fuck you, Delphine! Parthenax just helped me save the fucking world! You can suck my whole dick, you whore! Delphine really is a fucking idiot. Like, if she's what the blades are now, then the blades suck. Like, I'm sorry. The blades were one of my favorite parts of, Oblivion, but goddamn. At least the blades have cool armor. Yeah, but they only have cool armor in Oblivion. Their armor in fucking, Skyrim. I wanted to see Akaviri armor in Skyrim. They didn't have Akaviri. She was wearing leather. She was wearing leather armor. She had an Akaviri sword, at least, but like, come on. Show me at least the Akaviri armor in this fucking world. Jeez, in this new fucking better rendered shit. I'm just saying. Some of that armor can look so cool, and you got fucking that shit. Goddamn. I finally came out of my Skyrim. You never seen the Blades armor in Skyrim? No. Am I missing something? Hold on. Am I being fucked with right now? Because I could have sworn, Akaviri armor Skyrim. Oh, you can! Huh. That's a mod. Yeah, but that's a mod! That doesn't count. Mod does not count. No, it's literally called Blades armor. Maybe I just missed it. Because I never saved the blades. Huh. It is there. That is... nowhere near as cool as I wanted it to be. How have I never seen this before? I'm a fake fan. 1,500 hours. More than that. Like tens of thousands of hours in this fucking game, and I fucking got that wrong. I can't believe myself. I'm gonna check on these fucking dough. Let me roll my chair out of the way. Look at the fucking mess I made. That's moldable. That's moldable now. need a small bowl of cocoa powder. Cocoa powder. Hold on. I need to take this thing out first. Come on! There we go. And with the new anniversary edition, you can enter the gates of oblivion, also explore a Wakeland building or whatever it's called. Ah, I see. Very interesting. Yes. I don't have the new anniversary edition because I'm not buying another fucking version of Skyrim. I already own like so many versions of Skyrim. I'm not spending the money on another. Hold on. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really am just doing my best out here, I swear. I swear! I'm just gonna do that. Okay. There's bread on this fucking thing now. Roll each cookie into a ball, So I'm gonna make into 1-inch balls. Nice. And then put the balls in the cocoa powder and evenly coat. Transfer to the prepared pan, spacing about 1/2 inches apart. Okay. Simple enough. That's more like a 2-inch ball, but whatever. This is actually did not take as long as I thought it was going to. That's too much. So what's gonna happen is that the cocoa powder will get burnt, and then my eyes. After selling my Xbox, what's wrong? Oh, it's because the absolute white sheen of my hand. Listen, man, I'm a pale ass motherfucker. I don't know what you want from me. I'm doing my best out here. I'm also trying not to think about the texture of all this on my hands because it makes me upset. Like, I'm just like, ah! Ah! Like, I'm just trying my best, I swear. I think I'll make that tortellini tonight. That's what I'm in the mood for. I have a tortellini that I like to make with, that's like pre-made, so I just have to fucking, I don't know what you're creating there. These are gonna be Sith cookies. So what's gonna happen is that they, cocoa powder's gonna turn black in the oven, and the inside of the cookie will, like, break through, so it'll kind of look like, lava rock. Yeah, like Sith, like Star Wars. So it'll look a little bit like a molten lava rock sort of thing. It's actually, I'm interested to see how these turn out, and how they taste, especially. Because I got no idea. I'll bring some to work tomorrow, because I don't think we can eat all of them on our own. Like, already there's a fuck ton more than I thought there was going to be. Of this dough than I thought. I'm just hoping that I'm not hurting myself over here. Or for them, it's Daedric cookies. Daedric also works. Daedric, Infernal, whatever, insert evil lava people here. Insert evil Infernal here. You know what I mean? There I have... That was not my best move. Okay, whatever. I didn't have the fucking clean hands to do that with, so I had to do that. That was sad. I can't get these even, though. Like, they're getting bigger and smaller as I go. I'm always bad with that with rolling cookies. I can never get them even. Like, it just never works out for me. I'm just trying my best. I'm very interested to see how these turn out. I'm bring some to work tomorrow. I really am just doing my best. I'm gonna get a glass of wine while these cook. Maybe I'll make the bolognese on Saturday. Yeah, that sounds like I got a good enough time to do so. I wonder if Vlad is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. You'll never find out, Rayloff, because I always leave you behind! Fucking Stormcloak bitch. I actually like Rayloff a lot. Rayloff seems like one of those characters who, like, doesn't quite understand that Ulfric is bad at what Ulfric's doing, and just believes in Thingol, and I have to rinse my hands off quickly. Just because they're bothering me. And so I can get another fucking thingy. Oh god, it's really sticking. It is red as shit out here. Works. Let me get some soap. Sorry if you're seeing the back of me right now. Imperial Towers used to make my ass so wet. I love moist towelettes. Stick-bugged cookies. Stick-bugged. That's objectively funny. I'm so proud of you. You know what? I tried mead at the Renaissance Fair. I didn't like it. I tried honey mead. I don't think it's my thing. I don't think mead is my thing, personally. I think it's just because I don't like honey. But that would probably do it. I think. If you don't like honey, you're probably not gonna like, you know, other things. You know, mead in general. It's just not my thing, I don't think. I don't own another baking sheet, so I'm using the Pyrex. Mead's just not my thing. I like wine, I like ale. I'm a real big fan of ale. If I could get more ale in me, I would. I don't have ale on me very often, though. That's because you need to try Black by Reserve, this early a brother's wine. Nice. I appreciate what you did there. Maybe it's just the mead they had, but I just wasn't a fan. Like, I wonder if there's a specific type of mead for if you don't like. But I also don't like berries, so, like, the things that you traditionally put in mead are just not what I like, personally. Which makes it kind of hard to, you know, enjoy it. It just makes it difficult. My alcohol tastes are really weird because I don't like citrus, so I don't like most cocktails. Which makes brunch annoying. You ever tried to have brunch where you don't like cocktails? Where you don't like fruity cocktails? Bitch, it's so hard. It makes it so difficult. Let me just repeat the same sentence every 20 seconds. Does that work? I don't even drink alcohol, I'm too boring. Aren't you, didn't you only just turn 21, or who am I thinking of? I don't remember if you're American at all, actually. I used to not not really drink, and then I think my like sophomore year and junior year I really got into it. Partially because I was away and I could. I'm a big alcohol person personally, not in like a addiction way, but in just a enjoyable way. I think it's because it's the only like I can't do weed because I'm possibly allergic, and even if I'm not allergic, I'm really sensitive to it in a bad way. So alcohol's really the only like drug of choice I can have. Which makes it interesting, personally, when I do have it. No, I'm turning 22 in April. I quit when I almost coma. Oh my god, man. Are you fucking with me right now? I can never tell with you. If so, that's awful. I'm so sorry. That really sucks. So, because you've been around, I did tell her. I think I'm not sure. Possibly. I have the memory of a fucking goldfish as well, so I don't remember half of what people tell me, especially because to me, I love you guys. I really do, and I appreciate you. But you are all little chat things on a screen, so there's only so much I can remember about every single one of you, just because of that sort of distance. It all kind of blends together a little bit. Not big things, but like little things like details. Look at my hands. I look like I murdered somebody. I'm gonna put this on a piece of paper and go, we know. Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ. I have to do this again. Oh, Jesus. Who got murdered? It really does look like I murdered somebody. Like I fucking went whole hog and fucking someone died. Did I fucking... Jesus Christ. It's stuck in between my nail bits. Okay. So these go in for 8 to 10. Some of them are already baking a little bit, which is funny. I have this little kitty timer now. I had a stroke when I read that back. That's alright, homie. You don't need to remember every fucking thing. I had a stroke when I read that back. I have this little, kitty timer that my mom gave me for Christmas that I really like. I think it's cute. Alright, let's do some cleaning. Not much, but a little. The cleaning, I mean. Not that I think it's cute. Just gonna do this. All I do is try. I just don't want this to dry on it before I get a chance to really put it in the oven. Put it in the sink, I mean. You know what I mean? Does it meow when it goes off? No, I wish it meowed when it went off. No, it just goes... It just fucking screeches. I have to get the cocoa powder off my fucking thing. Hold on. So, I'm curious, man, because you've watched a lot of my streams where, like, I drink alcohol as, like, a part of the stream. And in fact, I'm about to drink some wine right now. Does it bother you? It's not a real cat. Are you stupid? Shut the fuck... Alright, I take it back. Fuck you. I take back every nice thing I said. Suck my dick. I'm realizing my actual thing is in the thing. Yeah, that's a fucking sentence, Ren. My actual thing is in the thing? God damn, sir. No, I just went way too overboard with alcohols mixing it all. I understand. I just know that some people, when, you know, that sort of thing happens, it gets troublesome later on. Oh, my fucking glass is in here. I hope it's not broken somewhere in here. There's definitely a glass in there somewhere. That would suck. I don't have enough glasses to go breaking them. I'm actually gonna find it now that I'm thinking about it. All the way here at the bottom. And not broken. Very interesting. I totally expected that to be broken because it's a little cheap wine glass. Need to make sure I have a cup of this later. Okay, I always asking with that sort of thing because I know it's part of my stream sometimes. Like it's half the gimmick sometimes is the drinking. But I always want to make sure if people are comfortable or not. I might have to fucking buy more wine for the bolognese. Yeah, I just want this will just be my last one. Where's the cheese on the cookies? Cheese? Sir, what are you even talking about? Explain. Gaming chair pog! Gaming chair pog! Yeah, I'm very tired. I didn't realize until I sat down. It happens to me a lot. If I spend a lot of the day reading, especially reading fanfiction, I'm tired. Something about the excitement of, I think fanfiction is different than normal fiction sometimes, that it can get you into like those intense moments because fanfiction tends to jump to the most intense part of any story. So there's no real like ebb and flow, there's no world building to happen, there's no like parts that you have to get through in order to get to the exciting like highs of the story because you already come into it knowing all of that. Fanfiction about what? Oh, fucking X-Men. Charles and Eric from X-Men. I've been reading I remembered this morning that Cherik fanfiction exists, which is Charles and Eric ship name. Honestly, once a year, if not more, twice a year, I end up going back into that tag and reading some stuff. I've read a couple of those stories, like, of some of the best ones in that tag on AO3, like, a million times. Casa! Do you want to come hang with Dad? Hi! Do you want to come hang with me? No. He's staring at me over the thing about a couch. I lost a viewer because I was talking about fanfiction. Someone came, saw me talking about fanfiction, and left. Excuse me. But part of it is being able to just jump to the highs of the story and like the getting together and things like that. Even a slow burn is like, because it's so focused in on one thing as opposed to like the world building of it or anything like that, of the store of the world of the world building. Jesus Christ. Because you don't have to splurge through that, you can just get to the good parts. And because of that, it's very engaging, but also very taxing on the mind. So I get into this like very weird headspace where my heart feels like tense and my head feels kind of wonky whenever I read too much of it. So sometimes it actually exhausts me way more than I want it to be exhausting. Sometimes it's just like, okay. Not much a fan of this Cabernet. It's not the best Cabernet. The LA, because it's a fucking LA wine. Fuck LA wine. LA wine, like, there's something about American wine. I just never like it as much as I like other wine. Check on the cookies. Okay, those... They don't look as cool as in the thing so far, but they do look pretty cool. As I rub my fingers over Jarl Balgruff's leg, he whispers, "If you kill that dragon, you can take my hard, white-run axe," he said with a seductive grin. The Dragonborn smiled and accomplished the task that his favorite Jarl requested. And then he sucked it. Dude, the amount of Skyrim fucking fanfiction I used to read. I don't read it as much because, I actually don't really like OC fanfiction as much. And Dragonborn fiction, and any fiction with, like, a PC player, with, like, a PC character as like a big part of it is going to have an OC in it, because a PC is very often an OC. So it becomes like I'm not here for your character, okay? I'm here for these characters that I already know about. So I ended up reading a lot more slash fiction from like bigger genres. I read a lot of Finpo, a lot of Storm Pilot for a while. Jarek I go back to like once or twice a year, mostly when I get into my X-Men run. Like I guarantee in the next 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, I guarantee in the next like week or so, I'm going to be watching X-Men First Class again for the 50th time. I own that shit on Blu-ray. Then she sucked my dick, my wife. The timer went off. Very interesting. I think they could use a couple more minutes. 2 or 3. What if the PC's on names with self-insert, or still, like a your name? Like a YN fanfiction? Like a YN slash? I love almost any Marvel-based movie, so I'm not going out reading these stories. That's fair. I do a lot of, listen man, I got into fandom spaces when I was in middle school. The second it was introduced to me, it was introduced to me, and everything about my life has been downhill from there. I was on Tumblr in 2012. Of course I'm into fanfiction. Are you kidding me? What about me doesn't scream Tumblr kid fanfiction? I don't like your name fiction as much. I think because I just cannot, I don't want to insert myself into these, if I'm going to insert myself into these stories, I don't want to read someone else's depiction of what I would do. Because no matter what, your name fiction is Tumblr. I'm still on Tumblr. No matter what, your name fiction is, your name character is always going to have, personality traits and a personality that isn't yours. Do you know what I mean? And it's usually going to be like a very, like, she can do anything she wants kind of thing, and I just don't like it. Hi Ren, is Jarl Bolgraf the Greater? I heard you're trying to play other games when we need you. I already heard you think, and then you sucked her dick. Her dick. Progressive. I'm a huge fan. I just don't like it, personally. But at the same time, I've read your name fictions where I liked the story that this person had built up, because I don't usually read them, but sometimes they'll suck me in. And I never fucking hell. Sometimes they will drag you into them. For instance, I've seen that sort of fiction that's also like straight onto TikTok, and I somehow ended up in like watching this Your Name X Sun and Moon from FNAF, which is not my cup of tea at all. Like, because usually when you read that sort of thing, it's because you want to do the sex with them. Personally, Sun and Moon are not my thing, but there's a but here. This is ridiculous. This art kept coming up on my page, and I just, whatever this story is, I'm really enjoying this like anthology that this creator is making. I think it's a very engaging little story, and so I ended up renaming Your Name in my head. Now her name is Yanni. Her name is Yanni. That's her name now. Hold on, let me find this person for you. Just so, you guys don't care, but I want to do it. I want to find them for you so that I can do a little shout out. Because I personally really am loving the work that they're doing. Super Booper. SUPRRBOOPRR. Like, I'm just enjoying, because don't get me wrong, the character that they've created of Sun and Moon is nowhere near the characters in the actual games. But it's actually very, very interesting. Fun fact, it's -11 and it's constantly snowing in Nook, Greenland. That's nice. Are you telling me to stop talking about this? I need to take these cookies out. Okay, there's the first batch. And these ones I'm gonna move slightly over. They could use a little bit more time. But these are ones that are done. Hold on, let me get my other one. That's what they look like when they're done. They need to cool a little bit, but... Sith cookies. So that's how mine turned out. And here was the picture. So these obviously are much less blackened than the ones in the picture. Mine turned out a bit more... I think because I made them too big. I probably should have done a second coating. They look, Sorry, hold on. They don't look that appetizing. I'm not gonna lie. Sun cookies. I think that's where we're gonna end. I've shown you them. I don't know how they taste yet, but they need to cool down for a while. Yeah. Wait. What? What? What am I waiting for, Nev? What am I waiting for? Tell me. Tell me, people. Let me know.
Are you gonna tell me what I'm waiting for, Nev, or am I gonna have to ASMR? I know you hate it. Oh, I'm waiting for a thing, am I? A thing? What thing? Actually, I look ugly this up close.
Nev! You fucking dick! Oh, you asshole! It's 1:24 a.m. You're blinding me. I hate you. I never fucking I hate you, actually. Okay, I'm going home. I'm going away now. Okay, shout out to my patrons, except Nev. Fuck you, Nev. Fuck the Becklink, but thank you to Peter Hughes Art and Ultimate Batcher. Hey yo, I hope I didn't miss too much. Well, considering I'm ending early today, because I finished the thing I was making, and I'm too tired to continue to make the bolognese. Sorry, Ad. It's fine. These are the cookies, one last time. They're certainly there. Yeah, other than that, follow me on all the stuff. I'm gonna go take a nap. Ren. Yes, Addie? Can I help you? Did you burn? No, I didn't! That's what they're supposed to look like! That's what they're supposed to look like! They're Sith cookies! They have cocoa powder on the fucking, around them, so that they look like they're burned. Fuck you, Addie! Have some more fucking faith in me! You fucking bitch! Have some fucking faith in me! No, you don't. You don't love me. Don't pretend you love me. They do look a little bit like weird meatballs. They gotta cook on the tray a little bit as they cool. So that's fun. The other ones are almost ready to come out as well. I do. I eat everything you make. I know you do. Maybe have some more faith in me, though, because you're constantly telling me how I'm always burning shit. I'll burn you, bitch! And it's always tasty. I know, because I'm fucking talented, bitch! I know what I'm doing! I don't burn everything! I don't! You just have no fucking taste buds! Eh! I'm going to bed. I'm going to take a nap now. I'm gonna go make some fucking tortellini and then go to sleep.